I do, in the garage again today, fitting a new rear disc to the BMW S1000R. First job's going to be to take the wheel off. There is a video somewhere to show you how to do that. So join me in a moment when I've got the wheel off and we'll get on with this. Right then, as you can see, the wheel's now off. I've rested it on 2 blocks of wood and we've got the disc. So when you take the disc off, we need a T30, you can see that on there. T30 torque socket. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts to remove. So as we remove them, do them in a crisscross pattern so you don't warp anything. Right, so now all the bolts are loose, you should be able to remove them. That's them out of the way. This next bit here is the speed sensor ABS ring. You need to make sure you keep that nice and safe so you know where it goes. I'm going to give mine a little bit of a clean up in a moment because it seems a bit grubby. Yeah, and a little gentle rub's bringing it up nice and shiny again, so I'll give that a clean before I put it back on. Just make sure there's no damage to it. Put it to one side. Now the disc can come off. There we go. One removed disc. Mine's pretty scored. It's got quite a big lip on that edge actually. So I'm just going to show you this little gizmo I've got here. This, if you can see that, is a digital micrometer. You put whatever you're going to measure in this gap here and it tells you on the screen the thickness. So I'm just going to make sure it's all zeroed up. So it's all zeroed up. I'll show you the thickness now of my disc. So .28. That's reading 4.28. The service limit on these is 4.5, so this is well shot. It's got to go. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, before I get the new one in, is going to get a bit of brake clean around here and an old rag, give all this a quick clean up, then I'll drop the new one on. Do a little bit of Holt's brake cleaner, give all this a quick wipe up. You need to make sure these contact points are nice and clean so that the new disc seats properly, because if it doesn't seat properly it's going to be slightly warped. It's not going to work efficiently as a disc. Quick rub with a bit of brake cleaner. Right, so that's that nice and clean. Right then, so we've got all that nice and cleaned up. Now I've got the new disc. We're going to lay that into place with the text side out. So anything that's got writing on needs to face out. Bring our ABS speed sensor plate back in. That drops over. Line that up with the hose. Fantastic. Right then. So according to the Haynes manual, reusing the old bolts is fine, providing you clean them up and put some locking compound on the threads, which is what I've done. So we should drop these in, and these need torquing up to 8 Newton meters. We'll just get them in to their positions first. Put a bit of locking compound on the threads. So put a bit of thread locking compound on them, drop them in. So what I'll do now is I shall spin them up to nip them, and then I'll get the torque wrench out and do them up to the required torque, which I reckon won't take all that much actually, 8 Newton meters. So again, crisscross pattern just like when you took them off, so you make sure the disc goes down flat. Just seat the bolts home for now. You don't want it to be all the way in. Right, so that's the bolts now, just pinched tight. We get the torque wrench. I've already set the scale to 8 Newton meters, so you can see that. 8 Newton meters on here. Put the T30 on. Do them up till it clicks. Don't forget to go opposite. So you can guarantee the disc is on nice and flat. See, 8 Newton meters is not a lot really. So we'll just double check them. So back to this one that I started with. 8. 8. 8. Yeah. No. That's job done. Basically, that is how we fit a disc to the S1000R. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the wheel back on the bike. I'm going to spray this with some brake cleaner just to make sure it's doubly clean both sides. And when you fit a new disc, you must fit brand new pads. So this is an EBC disc. I've bought myself some EBC stinted pads as well to go with it. You can see them. I've made a video on how to fit rear brake pads before, so check that out somewhere in the links in my garage playlist. There will be a video for that. But that's pretty much it. Let's fit the wheel back on. So there we have it, that's how I changed the rear disc on my S1000R. It's all back together and all on. I'm going to go for a spin and check it, but like I said in all my other videos that I do with the tools, I'm no mechanic. I've picked all these things up by using Haynes manuals and experience over the years. So if you choose to do these jobs based on this video, you're on your own behalf, don't blame me. Anyway, take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the garage one day soon. Ciao.